Hey Shrexy, it lives in my sink. How about you buzz off? It's there always watching me. I have to tear down my sink. It lives in my sink. Oh god, there's someone in my sink. Finally, humans are find out about our perfect weapon. Now they regret thinking they're gods. About that, you should take a look. What the? Temptation. Before 30, she's hot. After 30, cutie. Users, we don't want AI. Every ducking company nowadays. Visible confusion. Kids born in 2007 are now 18. Point of view. You're trying to find your glasses without glasses. Why is head shaking and nodding a universal sign for no and yes? Shut up. I'm trying to sleep. Is she scared or just shy? FNAF. FNAF. If the animatronics were just bolted to the floor, like real animatronics. Your skin. Hand it over. Guys, the word cringe feels now cringe to say. When you thought your phone was charging all night, but you woke up to it completely dead. Not wanting to be a parent. Being attracted to MILF. Me. Pollen. Me with allergies. Just because I'm Mexican doesn't mean I love tacos. I mean, I do love tacos, but not because I'm Mexican. Going for a morning shit right after you wake up. Girls, boys. Me. Was about to wash the dishes. Mom, do the dishes. Me. Well now I'm not doing it. Me when I find out Shrex isn't just a meme and people do it in real life. Rain. Just about to start. Weather forecast. 100% chance of rain today. Rain. Well now I'm not doing it. How I look after attempting to tan. Sports. Other brands we know. Red Bull and Monster. When I start telling jokes to myself, and we both end up laughing. Bank account, $13. Chinese buffet, $12.98. Me, make sure them goons is fresh. Sniper, wildlife photographer. Having basically the same skills. Sunblock. Childhood is when you're a child. Adulthood is when you're an adult. When someone says something nice about me, liar. I'm not going 50 over 50, so if you're broke, just say that. I'm done dating broke men. Me too. Let's date each other and go 50 over 50. The status of salt. 1000 years ago. Present day. Me. Eating steak. Vegan. Would you eat a person? Me. The law requires that I answer no. Geneva Convention. So, there is a rule stating that we should not kill medics. Our guys will pretend to be injured and call for medics in English, then we'll kill all of them when they arrive. True story. I wonder if he's thinking of me. If I don't lift this, I'm gay and my whole family dies. Wow. I like the smell of your perfume. How much does that cost? $250. Best. When you are losing your gaming and memeing skills. Hey, you going to sleep? Yes. Now shut up. Do you think I'm prettier than Krang? We are not having this conversation again. He just wants me for my body. All men are the same. What boys really want. Me. Opens the window because it's hot. Everyone else in the submarine. Don't ask me about college or driver's licenses, or jobs or romantic interests. Actually just don't talk to me, okay? I'm not where I want to be. But I'm proud I'm not where I used to be. When you sick as duck and that one nostril clears up for a little bit. This male has overslept. At the moment, he stands no chance of mating. Air is on lands when it's only 80 degrees out. I've got to rest before I fall apart. My joints are almost frozen. Me at 7 AM. I'm so tired I'm definitely going to bed early tonight. Me at midnight. When you have been telling management about a problem for weeks and now you're just like. When my friend doesn't use the wrist wrap on the Wiimote to play Wii Sports. When a girl makes the first move. When I told him that I came from a toxic relationship and he starts hugging me like I'm the victim. Very smart and very vengeful. Grabbing one of its many tails could result a 1,000-year curse. I like to live dangerously. The rule of Fight Club is to have fun and be yourself. You will never be a child and experience watching anime in 8-minute, 3-part clips an episode in 480p on YouTube again. Me holding my phone in London. The way stands in this picture is literally the most thug gangster ass shit, like holy hell it's so badass. The sun watching you steal its heat, turn it into electricity, and then use it to cool your room. Cyclist. What is this? Doesn't look like anything to me. Am I an alligator or a crocodile? Crocodile. Your snout's too narrow to be a gator. I didn't mean too narrow. Just stop, Greg. Oh no, are those tears? Crocodile tears, Greg. 14 years old to go weightlifting be like. Mom, I had nightmare. Tax avoiding billion-dollar companies after planting 10 trees and giving $5,000 to charity. We were bad, but now we are good. When you get a taste of little luxury and you start to understand corruption. Them, why are you so quiet during arguments? Me, I'm gonna stay home so I can save more money. Also me at home. How I feel when I heavily stereotype someone and they act exactly how I expected. Science teacher, oil and water doesn't mix. Me, pulls drain plug on Subaru. Sure looks mixed to me. My hungry ass could never be a butcher. Me trying to stop the gorilla from fighting the stupid 100 men provoking him. He'll get shot just like Harambe if I don't. When someone expresses an opinion you agree with, but they express it in such an obnoxious and extreme way. Me spending 2 hours in the morning trying to make the perfect cup of coffee. Solid pump. Time to go home, and luck like I've never touched a weight. Free skin is released. Everyone in the game. How I look at bro when I feel teeth. Mexico presidential elections be like. I knew eventually she'd stop tearing them in half. I'll bring you Charlie. You will? When something bad happens to you, but it's so ridiculous your sense of humor kicks in and protects you from the bad feelings. Me when I go to my grandma knowing I'ma get that good food and some money. When you forget to bring your phone into the bathroom. When your cat sits on you and you can't get up. Just drink the milkshake, it's not that thick. The milkshake. I look both ways before crossing a one-way street because that's how little faith I have in humanity. When bro says he's going to Thailand for the food and culture, but you really know why he's going. Guys I like versus guys that like me. And who the duck said I liked you? Good pussy sounds like war. Everyone hates the guy who invented homework, The guy who invented homework as a punishment and not a mandatory thing. I'm sorry, little one. Dad made dinner starter pack. Girls doing time travel. Hey, I'm your granddaughter. Really? Boys doing time travel. Don't you dare. Me and grass touching. Guys, I'm starting to forget the names of Pokemon. How to impress a girl. Respect her. Honor her. Protect her. Care for her. How to impress a boy. Say hi. Elementary school. A bee flies in. That one group of girls. I feel empty. What am I hearing? The cry of a sad citizen. Let me take a look with my X-ray vision. I'll prove you wrong. Oh god. I told him he could stick it any way he wanted. He ducked my mom. Look Patrick. We've got superpowers now. What's your super? Debts from last month getting together with my debts from this month. When you drop your phone at 1 AM on your bed, but you pull it up by the charger. Fire in school. Teacher, okay kids, we have to leave in alphabetical order. Zo. McDonald's employees be like 17 years old working their first job. 40 years old who has worked 100 jobs. Dream job. You're wrong. Yup. My first day at my new job, I'm so excited. My mom after putting cereal and milk in the same bowl. When I recognize a new emotional problem I don't have the time or energy to solve. Learning about the age at which Alexander began his conquest. 22. It's over. I wasted my life. Learning about the age at which Caesar began his conquest. 42. We are just getting started. I see you are drinking my blood bug. You realize that makes us blood brothers. So here, let's rock this block. Bang bang bang. I thought we were brothers. What if we kissed in the backseat of the mug bug? Apparently Earth if I make it 1 kilogram heavier. Is anyone a doctor? I'm a doctor. What is happening? Heart attack. I'm a doctor in gender studies. She is going to die. She. If you dance with a Polish person, would it be considered pole dancing? Sir, this is a Wendy's. Nobody. Me singing to my mosquitoes at 3 AM. Show yourself. I don't think you should be holding Athena that way. Oh sorry, I did not say to put me down, mortal. Thank you for not saying Dedis in front of my parents. I know that took restraint. Girls on a first date. I hope he's marriage material. I hope our star signs match. Guys on a first date. I hope she shows up. I hope she's not a man. They are not the same tank. They are completely different versions of the M1, which all have drastic different characteristics. Mark 6687. She said she wanted a guy like me, but found somebody else.